Shalom, shalom lekulam. We're continuing in the helpful hey today, and we have two more uses that are suffixes for the hey, and the first of those is the injunctive. And the injunctive hey is affixed to the end of a verb, either in the first or second person, and it's sort of an expression of encouragement in the first person, maybe self-encouragement or expressing determination. In the second person, it might be considered as not so much as a command, but an energetic encouragement, but it's not hostile in any way. So these are the injunctive heys, and we're going to get started by looking at our first example in Bereshit Yud Bet, Genesis 12, Pasuk Shtayim, the second verse. ואעשך לגוי גדול, ואברכך, ואגדלה שמך, ויהי ברכה. So Yahweh is talking to Abraham as part of the covenant that he's making with him. And he said, I will make you into a great nation. And there we see the two letters of the root to make, oseh. There's no hey, it drops. And the kaf at the end, which we'll discuss in another lesson, is for you. I will make you a goy gadol, a great nation. Also for avarecha, we see the three letters of the root, bet resh kaf, for barach, and then the kaf safit is also for you. I will bless you. And in the next verb, I will make you great, or I will enlarge you, is from the root gadol, gimel, daled, lamed. And then there's an extra hey at the end, and this is the injunctive hey. It's never translated in English. We don't say, see, I will surely make you a great nation, or I will definitely make you a great nation, but that's the idea of it. So this is a first person singular with the injunctive hey. Let's look at the first person plural. If we go to Yonah, Aleph, Jonah, the first verse, the first chapter, Pasuk Sheva, the seventh verse. Vayomru ish re'ehu lechu v'napila gorolot v'neda b'shal mi hara'ah hazot lanu v'yapilu gorolot v'yipol hagadral al Yonah. So the men are throwing lots to see why this great storm has come. It's threatening the ship, and they're going to throw lots and find out that the lot is going to fall to Jonah. So in their discussion, they say, Lechu, let's go, let's do this. V'napila, so it's the he feel of nafal, we will cast, we will throw, and then we see the hey at the end, it's the injunctive hey. We're going to throw lots, we're going to cast gorolot, lots. And then also v'neda, we will know. It's the imperfect, and the nun is for we will. We'll discuss that in another lesson. You have the two letters of the root, dalet ayin. It's a drop letter imperfect. We don't see the yud. But the hey at the end is for let's do this thing. And we will know. We'll definitely know whose fault it is that the evil has come. Let's look at a second person singular example in Bereshit, Lamed Zayin, Genesis 37. Pasuk Sheshesrei. Omer, et achai anochi mevakesh, hagida na li efo hem roim. So Joseph is wandering in the field. He's looking for his brothers, and a man comes to him and says, what are you looking for? And he says, I'm looking for my brothers. Hagida na, please tell me. So the root for the verb to tell is nagad. It's related to your word for Haggadah. The book that we use during Passover is called a Haggadah, and it means the telling of the story. So the na particle afterwards is a polite way of saying please. But the root, nagad, is also in the he field, please tell me. But we see that hey, the injunctive hey, at the end. And he's not being mean, he's not threatening the man. He's just a young kid. Please tell me, hagidana. All right, let's look at Dvarim, Lamed Bet, and we'll see a couple of heys together that we can recognize. We've already looked at this verse one time. In the first verse, Deuteronomy 32, verse 1. Ha'azinu hashamayim va'adabera, v'tishma ha'aretz imrei fi. We looked at this verse when we were looking at the vocative hey. So the first verb, ha'azinu, comes from ozen, from ear, give ear, hashamayim. And he's talking to the shamayim. So he's saying, give ear, O heavens, not give ear, the heavens. Give ear, O heavens. So that hey there, that's the vocative, O heavens. And then we see the verb adabera, from the root davar, and it also is in the first person singular, and it has that injunctive hey on the end of it. Surely I will speak. Surely I will say something. Just as a matter of self-encouragement. All right, let's look at one more verse with a couple of heys in it. And before we do that, because it's in Genesis 18, that's Yud Chet, let's see how to write a Chet. The handwriting Chet is going to look a lot like the block Chet. You're going to make a round part on the right and then a straight part on the left. It takes two parts, 1, 2. Okay? Make sure that this is connected here. We don't want to run into something that's going to wind up looking like a hey. And make sure that you have no tail here, because otherwise you're going to wind up with something looking like a tav. So don't do that and don't do that. Just make your chet, two parts, 1, 2. And chet is the number that we use. The letter. So we're in Genesis, Yud Chet, Pasuk, Esrim Ve'echad, Genesis 18:21. Erada na ve'er'eh ha'ketza'akata haba'a elai asukala ve'imlo eda'a. This is Yahweh going down to Sodom and Gomorrah to see whether they, the noise that he's hearing coming up to them is actually this great outcry of the sin. So the first verb is a rada. So this is a drop letter imperfect. The verb is yarad, yud resh dalid. The aleph at the beginning is for I will go down. We'll study that in another lesson. And the hey, the injunctive hey is on there. I will surely go down, or nah, please, I'm going to go down. Also does not have an injunctive hey, because that hey is part of the verb ra'ah, resh, aleph, hey. The next hey on ha ketza'akata, that is the interrogative hey. Yahweh's asking himself a question now. Is this true? And the kaf, which we'll study also in another lesson, is for like. And then the tza'akah is the outcry. And the hey at the end with the dagesh in it is her outcry. It's the outcry of Sodom. If her outcry, which is coming to me, they have completely done. And if not, a-da-a. And the final hey there is not part of the root, but it is that injunctive hey for the first person. I will surely know.